सर पोल का भी ऑप्शन ले जाओ, पोल भी करवा देंगे। पोल ऑर्गेनाइज कर लूंगा मैं बीच में। ब्लर आ रहा है बड़ा, कैमरा बड़ा ब्लर आ रहा है। लाइट भी कम है ना, यूएम को लोड कर। राहुल से 11:30 बजे आ रही है। राहुल से अब मैच की पता नहीं, तो 12 बजे लोग हो जाएंगे आदमी, फिर बोलेंगे 12 बजे। चेक करने के लिए ऐड करेंगे। एलेक्सा भी देखो सर, सुबह एलेक्सा से बात करेंगे, वीडियो सर एलेक्सा को करें, ठीक है फोन पे। और सर क्या कर रहे हो, ये तो चल रहा है। इसमें उधर रख के आऊँ सर, वो बता लो मुझे, देख लेंगे। मेरा वाला निकला मत खिलाना। आप ज्वाइन करो ना। लेन कहाँ से? सर उधर है क्या? यार ये क्या कर रहा है, पता है इधर नहीं ये रे पता है ये क्या है? हाँ ये तो जा रही है, बंद है, पैक है तो क्या क्या तो सर ये तो ऊपर वाली है, ऊपर वाली। हाँ वो भारी होने से कुछ नहीं, लेन का है। मेरी आवाज आ रही है क्या? सुन।
सर
हाँ आप बोलो। एक वीडियो में आ रहा हूँ बताना। ऑडिबल होगा।
बोले सर।
अनुष्का को ऐड कर दिया। ये सुनना आवाज आ रही है वीडियो का भी। बोल तारीफ वीडियो भी बोल क्यों नहीं आ रही है? मेरी वॉइस क्यों नहीं आती है? अनुष्का सबसे नहीं सर इसको बहुत वो बना दो। सर वीडियो के बाद मैं चलाऊँ वीडियो। नहीं वीडियो मत चलाओ ना। मुझे बना दिया क्या आपने सब? हाँ को होस्ट। और अनुष्का तुम्हें को होस्ट बना दिया। को होस्ट बना दिया तुम।
हेलो।
Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Absolutely, sir. It's clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Can you see me now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Dr. Praful, can you hear me? Yes, sir. Absolutely, sir.
Well, since everyone is here, we should get started. Hello, everyone, and a very good morning. Thank you for coming today. University of Engineering and Management Jaipur aims to provide an international ambience and a global exposure with innovative teaching and teaching techniques and courses which are tailor-made for the job market, giving the students the winning edge and the competitive advantage during placements. University is NAAC NAC accredited, AICT approved, ISO certified and member of Association of Indian University, Association of Commonwealth Universities UK and International Association of United Universities France. Within a short span of 10 years, UEM Jaipur is now an authorized examination center for Cambridge English Assessment Examination, Center of Excellence for Blockchain Technology by Indian Blockchain Alliance, authorized academic partner for Pulato Networks for cybersecurity, Cisco Networks for networking solutions, AWS Academy for cloud-based services and education by Amazon Web Services, and many more. University has made it compulsory for every student to complete one credit course every semester from NPTEL, the National Program for Technology Enabled Learning by IIT Madras in association
खेत में
with
ताजमहल सी कोठी फोर्ड ट्रैक्टर मुर्रा जोटी और तेरे जिसे
Government of
में
India and
पालिया
UEM Jaipur,
मारे
the topmost
जेड
institute in
ब्लैक
Rajasthan
शीशे
for its enrollments and result
मारे
percentage since last 6 semesters. Almost 1,300 events like seminars, webinars, FTPs, lectures from researchers are invited lectures from leading academicians were conducted in last 2 years, which provided a better environment of learning and skilling students and teachers. Even now, university is conducting at least one event daily, either cultural, technical, webinar, seminar, or any FTP session. Now let us move further and telling about FDP, the Faculty Development Program, advanced tools and techniques for scientific research, writing, and publications in a one-week international faculty development program designed by PG. Students, research scholars, academicians, and industrials is designed for an upgradation of academic and research skills, especially in terms of scientific research and writing and publications. This faculty development program focuses on areas like research paper writing and publication in SCI, Scopus indexed journals, projects, and patent writing processes and enforcement. Advanced writing skills through LaTeX and numerical computations through MATLAB software and so on. This faculty development program and training program is beneficial for the faculty members and students who want to make their career in research and development. I would now request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sir Professor Dr. Biswajoy Chatterjee to share his thoughts with us.
Am I audible and visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So first and foremost, I will request the organizers to kindly excuse me. You can see very well that I could not avoid traveling at the moment, which I would have liked to. But I am really delighted in the way that you are organizing this faculty development program, which is always the need of the hour, because if the faculties keep on upgrading, then they can impart the most modern education, and then only the students can be benefited to the maximum. So it is our responsibility as professors to continuously upgrade ourselves. And I would congratulate the Department of Science and Humanities and especially the mathematics professors for organizing this conference and providing a way by which the faculty members can possible. We're all waiting to hear Dr. Gurad Liliana, who is from the Western University of Arad, Romania. And her topic is the most pertinent one. Her topic is how to enhance publication in publication of research paper, especially in Scopus Index journals and SCI publications. Again, it is the most important topic, and I'm sure that you are all waiting eagerly to hear from her and to learn the different ways. In the meantime, I was given a little responsibility to introduce the university, which I believe that Anushka, our student, has very properly done. But still, I will take the opportunity to inform everybody that UEM Jaipur is listed one amongst the 200 mentor institutes of AICTE with the responsibility to mentor 5 different institutes all across the country. And also, we are ranked, UEM Jaipur is ranked in the 2nd position in entire Northwestern India in the Institutions Innovation Council rankings, as given by the Ministry of HRD, Government of India. I would congratulate once again all the organizers for taking this initiative and organizing this FDP. FDP is the best possible thing to organize at any point of time, because as I already said, that the faculty members are the most important part of the university, because they are in hand, they are given the responsibility to from the students. Thank you, and I will request the organizers to take over from here and continue with the process of delivering the faculty development program.
Now I would like our Honorable Registrar, Sir Professor Dr. Pradeep Kumar Sharma, to enlighten us with his few words.
Thank you, Anushka. I hope I am audible.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So it's a very, you can say, the topic is very much exciting, advanced tools and techniques for scientific research, writing and publications. And definitely, if a teacher is there who is who's doing some research work, this topic will be of immense interest to all of them. And I hope all the teachers, professors who are in this meeting right now definitely will be interested to hear the resource person, Liliana Goran, and because she is having a related experience as well as the knowledge about where to publish and how to publish in SCI or Scopus Index journals. And all of you know that UEM Jaipur is also taking care of its research activities by way of providing every student an opportunity to work on the research projects through innovation labs. And there you can say different laboratories being assigned to students like AR/VR lab and civil lab, then innovation lab, research lab. So different laboratories being assigned to students to work upon their research projects and to write patents also. Every student is writing the publications in Scopus and in the SCI journals and ready to write patents. So that is the way that definitely we need to understand where to publish our research work. And this particular program will help us and will help all the teaching community to understand where to get the best of the research output in this manner. So I wish all the organizers the very best for this particular program and congratulate all the organizers for conducting this. And on behalf of UEM Jaipur, I welcome the resource person, Dr. Liliana, that definitely this program will be useful to all, and best of luck for all the persons, all the participants over here. Thank you. Thank you.
I would request our Honorable Dean Academics, Sir Professor Dr. Anirudh Mukherjee, to share his thoughts with us.
Well, thank you. It's really a great moment for all of us. Department of Mathematics organizing such a beautiful faculty development program. The subject itself speaks volumes about the intention, on the noble intention for which the FDP is objectified with. Dr. Liliana, I express my thanks to you on behalf of University of Engineering and Management for giving your valuable time and for this wonderful occasion. Well, as an academician, I would extend my deepest courtesy and my thanks to the entire Department of Mathematics, all the organizers. But particularly, I wanted to say that is the techniques of paper writing, or this is all inclusive. I mean, all the departments can participate here. This is not only exclusively meant for the mathematics department. So the FDP has to be, it would have included all the engineering disciplines even, because this is a very important part of academic career of writing a paper, and the methods, and mathematics happens to be an interdisciplinary subject, as I understand. Because all the disciplines of engineering or science are, involve mathematics as their primary tool of identifying the problem and solving the problem. So hence, I would love to hear from the organizers and from the main speaker of this FDP, Dr. Liliana, or how does this FDP goes ahead. And once again, thank you very much and wish you all the best. Thank you. Anushka, you can take over.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sure. Our Pro Vice Chancellor, Sir, Professor Dr. Satyajit Chakraborty is going to join us soon. So we are waiting for him. So till Sir joins, let me just introduce our today's speaker, Dr. Buran Liliana. She is present assistant professor at Basil Goldes, Western University of Arad, Romania. Throwing light upon her successful life, ma'am has in total of 43 publications, 4 books. She has participated in around 46 international conferences, including over 20 participations as invited or keynote speaker. Her roles can be encountered as official reviewer for American Mathematical Society starting 2016, reviewer for more than 10 ISI journals, member on organizing committee for more than 15 international conferences held in India, Turkey, Pakistan, member of editorial board for 10 reputed journals. And these are the some points, and many more are there about her. And today she'll be telling us about a topic how to write a scientific research paper and get published in SCI Scopus Index journals.
Thank you very much for your nice and kind presentation. I don't know if I will be on the high level of your conference. The organizing team, it's a very dynamic organizing team there in India, and I'm glad to be one of part of your event. Now, I will address myself to all our auditorium. Like all of us will be a PhD student or an MS student. Yes.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but can I have, first of all, our Pro Vice Chancellor Satyajit Chakraborty, sir, to say a few words? Then you can continue. Thank you, ma'am. I would like to call upon sir.
Thank you so much. This is indeed a very happy occasion in which our university, our esteemed university, is organizing a one-week faculty development program on advanced tools and techniques for scientific research, writing and publication. Myself, I have had the good fortune and to study in the University of British Columbia in Canada. It is ranked globally 21. So there I learned about the advanced tools and techniques. Like we had LaTeX for writing, we had MATLAB, we had so many open source technologies in which we did, like in network simulator, we did programming. We had virtual machines using VMs. We did a lot of cloud computing work. So there was so many opportunities, and that to further our research using these various tools, mainly software tools, as well as high-end hardware in which we could do even supercomputing. So these things we have tried to replicate in UEM Jaipur and IEM group, and so that our researchers, our students, our teachers have access to these cutting-edge technologies, and they can publish using these technologies. They can do the results and publish those results in highly cited conferences and journals. We already are having 35 Scopus Index conferences, mainly organized with collaboration with IEEE, Springer. We are having with collaboration with EBSCO, and also with Taylor and Francis group. So using these, we are really enthusiastic, really helping our researchers, our teachers and students to get those, original research work done and published, and create opportunities both in the corporate sector by way of patents, and in the research and academia by way of publications, by way of doing PhDs, by way of doing masters, and research-based projects in the BTech level itself. So this, will keep on increasing this engagement to have and reach higher and higher levels. You'll always be happy to know that our IEM group now has the big four coming in for recruitment. We have our students getting placed in Microsoft, in Google, in Oracle, all these high-end jobs in the top-notch global companies. So the more and more students get access to these high-end scientific tools, research tools, the higher the output and the opportunities created will be. So I again thank all the organizers to organize such an international level workshop and FDP, so that our faculty members are adept in these tools and technologies, and how to publish papers in the top end journals, SCI and Scopus journals. Thank you so much. It's organized by our Department of Mathematics and Statistics, which is one of our flagship departments in UEM Jaipur. Okay, thank you so much, and I wish everybody the best of luck. Thank you.
Now I would like ma'am to continue with our speaker.
Now should I go on?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, please go on, ma'am.
Sure. Thank you very much again for your kind invitation, and it's for the second time when I participate to an event organized there, but it's for the first time when I talk about research. As you know, I am a researcher in mathematics, but I want to present something general for any other area of research, because in all the areas we have the same questions, the same problems, and the same aim. What is the aim of the research? Just to give some new ideas and innovation. If our ideas have no impact in the social life, then we work for nothing, social or economic or any other application. Then let me start my presentation. Okay, I will share my screen. Okay, now tell me if anyone see if my presentation scroll. Okay, it's all right.
Yes, ma'am. We
ma'am,
can
it
see
is
see
okay.
it.
Yeah,
Yes.
we can see it.
Great. Then, how to write a scientific research paper and get published in SCI Scopus indexed journals. As a table of contents, the aim of my talk, I have many aims. To introduction, why are we publishing? When do we publish? And where do we publish? This is some interesting questions that I want to answer after my talk. Hope I have here not only professors, not only people that are get used with the research work. Hope I have here in our audience and some PhD students or MS students that are for the first time in the front of research. Yes, I know. First of all, your supervisor said you have first to inform yourself. You have first to see what is new. You have to study this subject because the supervisor is the first person that must know what to do their research students. Okay, then me as professor, I have to have in my mind a plan for the research of my student. What is research? Me as here in Romania, the PhD students do for the first time research. Not so big research in MS field stage. The research starts on PhD stage. Okay. What we mean when we say research as a student? What is in our mind? Research is a creative activity that contributes to knowledge, understanding, and understanding and innovation, and has social economic relevance. Then, you will ask me, how relevant to have my theorem? And I want to tell you that there are a lot of theorems that are applied in our market studies, in our price studies, in our evolution of the products on the market. Are a lot of theorems that are applied in computer sciences and in modeling of the atmosphere, in modeling of the blood, of the flow of the blood on our veins. There are a lot of theorems that are used in a lot of domains, as medicine, as economic, as industry. But we have to know that not all research is a creative activity. Then there are some research that only extend and have, they don't have such a huge impact concerning the novelty. Some research does not make a contribution to the knowledge or understanding of a phenomenon or process. And the student will ask, what happened? How do I know that my research is one creative or one that have no so much impact? We don't know this. But you have to know that first, we have a library activity. In this library activity, I only search information about what is new in my domain, about what happened with my notion that I want to study further. If someone in this world have my idea and maybe had my idea and maybe it use it, and for that, how do I know? I have a huge databases. First is the references given by my supervisor. And second, I have to have questions. What kind of questions? Okay, my supervisor give me one notion. I, as a PhD student, as a future researcher, I have to ask, what should I do with this? Where should I use it? How can I use it? And for that, you have to see previously works that are published already that have another notions or maybe similar notions with yours. But first of all, you have to be curious. You have to have questions and to put questions to can get an answer. Do not consider that only the supervisors sit there and say, you did that, it's wrong, it's good, it's better, it's worse. No, the supervisor must be your second shadow, your second word. But the supervisor have no idea what is in your mind if you don't tell him. Okay, and what to tell him if you don't know what to tell? Then you should search and you should study. After you did these things, you can say that you go further and to have your own research. Okay. Now it's an example to make differences. It's from mechanic or from physics, better from physics. Example, how to make difference between an interesting work and between a common work. We assume that someone is doing an experimental research in which they are studying the connection between the stress force and the elongation of an elastic spring. Following the research, the author determines a proportionality between the force and the elongation of the spring. But I know very well this connection. It's learned since the secondary school. And then this is the question. Is this research a creative activity? No, because it's already done. Is she bringing anything new? No, only we can change the values of the forces. Can a paper with such a result be published? Unfortunately, will be rejected because nothing new is given there. There are many types of research activity, and we start with basic research. What is the basic research? The work carried out mainly to acquire new knowledge of phenomena and processes, as well as to formulate and verify hypotheses, conceptual models, and theories. Then, my basic research means to go to library, okay? Or to use the online library, the Google library, okay? I want to know what is new in this domain. I don't talk about mathematics. I take a branch of mathematics, geometric algebra. When I say mathematical analysis, it's a huge domain. I can see fixed point theory. I work in fixed point theory. But in my last time, I extend my research area, fixed point theory, applied or mixed it with fractional calculus. It's a very, very nice new domain for me. And I like it very much to do this. How did I know that I like it? when you, for the first time, you'll see that you are appreciated, will be something extraordinary. Applied research. What means applied research? The activity primarily aimed at using scientific knowledge to improve or develop new products, technology, and services. What this supposed to mean? We can think to a research on computer science. Okay, I have a sensor. What is sensor? It's a little robot that collect data. Okay, but I want some data from one domain. Then I have to improve, okay, my sensor. I have to improve my sensor to collect data from tourism, from computer science, from I don't know, from economics, okay, from markets studies. Technology development, another type of research activity, and this it's more than to engineering activities, okay? Engineering activities through which the application and transfer of research results to economic agents, as well as social, with the aim of introducing and materializing as technologies, products, systems, and services, as well perfecting the existing ones. And here I will give you a practical example. I don't know, I don't know. I am sure that almost all the teachers of you are grown up in the same time with technologies. And I will give you an example from the markets. I think with 10 years ago, or maybe more, or 20 years ago, we go to the market and we pay with cash. Now we have the possibility to pay with our credit cards. What this supposed to mean? A good engineer, yes, a good computer scientist do that dispositives, that little robots that can connect my my credit card, my card, okay, my card that connect my my financial resource with the banking account, and connect my account to another account of the economic agent. Okay, this is a huge development of technology. Okay, I don't have money in my pocket, but I have my credit, my credit card, and I can use my credit card to pay what I wanted to buy today. This is a big step of the technology. Okay, and to not think about the end. I enter in my job building only with my identification card. Okay, and when I go to the doctor, my doctor have digital. I have a card that is connected with the assurance of the healthy home. I don't know if is the better term, but and I don't know if in your country are developed the same systems, but all my problems, my healthy problems, are registered in a digital databases, which is connected with my healthy card. Okay, and this is about technology development. Research documentation. As I tell you all, that first of all, I must be a library mouse. What do a library mouse? Search in every book. The mouse search food. but we search an intellectual food, acknowledge food, okay? And this knowledge can be extracted only by books. We are in a speed era. We are in hurry up all the time. We don't have time, okay? But I am in a PhD stage. I have to make proud my family that supports me, and financial and moral and physical and psychical. I have to make proud my supervisor that trust in me, that consider me and guide me to become like him. Then I have some responsibilities. Even if I have no time, I have to have time. I have to do something to have time for documentation. And I send to all of you to the library. Yes, it's very nice to have this library home to use our computer resource, but it's not the equal thing as you are in a library with all the books around, and you can search wherever you want about your notion or anything else. The problem is, if we go, we follow all the steps of the research, we will find that our libraries don't have in physical mood the research papers, all the novels that appears in the research papers, and for that we need the computer too. Then, as I said here, in order to know if your activity, experiments, model, simulation is creative and makes a contribution to knowledge, you need to know that has been published by, we need to know what has been published by other researchers in that field before. You need to document yourself, that is study the papers, articles, books, theses, patents published on that subject. Then, before to start to work, I have to inform myself about the works that are previously published in my field, in containing my notion, containing my model, okay? The purpose of the state of art section of the thesis, or at the beginning of a paper or an article, is to demonstrate that you have documented yourself and know what has been published before in the respective field, obviously related to research performed by you. Where do we document? As I tell you, I can go to the library, but maybe I have there, if I don't have home, a computer, and I can use that computer in order to find different notions, different papers already published concerning what I have to do. I really don't have, in my country, unfortunately, I don't have PhD students. Why? Because they are very tough. Our rules are very tough. But I am co-supervisor and I am collaborator or joint author with different PhD students that ask me, or on internet, they put me a lot of questions that they don't know. And I make time to answer them and to tell them, or to advise them where to search and for their research. Then, articles from specialty journals. the most powerful or high importance journals we found in Science Direct and Springer. Okay, here I put links on them. Okay, look, and here I have to type something by an author and to see what has been published in the Science Direct about this author. Or if I need a specific paper, I can here type all the information that I have. If I type a journal, fixed point, and look what I have. Okay, analysis and computational on fixed points. Let's see what I find concerning this. There is a journal, okay, and here I have some papers that I can download and look how old they are, 1980, okay? Papers that unfortunately are very, very hard to be found, okay? Another is Springer, another link. Look here. Here I have what I need, I can find in manually, in mathematics. What I found in mathematics. Here I have some publication, okay, concerning the mathematics field. Or here I type fixed point theory. Let's see what I found in this field. And here I have in mathematics fixed point theory what I find here. It's a book. Unfortunately, I don't have access, only if I log in, or maybe my university can have something like this. Can give me, look, download book PDF. There are some books, there are free, okay? And it's very nice that I can have it, okay? Then you can have by here a whole book of fixed points, okay? Books. Another site for books, the Amazon. Here, maybe you know or maybe not. It's a huge company that I can buy by here many things like books, papers, or I don't know. They are sold in Amazon. Another site is books from Google. Sorry, I wanted to close the previous. Okay, I cannot, I go further. And here I have Google Books. Connect. And I can type, I put fixed point theory only for example. What books? They are appeared on fixed point theory. This is a very, very old and very useful book concerning fixed point theory. This is the basis of the fixed point theory. When I was PhD student, I learned too using this book, the book of the Gunji and Granas. Okay, now do not consider that I want to specialize any one of you in fixed point theory, but I give it just like an example. Okay. Papers, books, reports. Where did I find this? Is nothing more than indicated to Access Scholar Google. And this is a very useful site. I don't know why they said that they don't want to let me to access the Google Scholar, but I will access it in another way. This Amazon don't like at all. I will start again. Sorry, I will stop my PPT, my PowerPoint presentation. Why? Because I cannot access this to show to all of you, because previously I opened everything that is need to show you all, and now I cannot use it, and this is not so good. Look, Google Scholar. Okay, I use it my profile. Here I can access the articles or papers. Okay, and here I have some examples. The new examples appeared in my fixed point theory. Why? Because they track the results, okay, according to my affiliation or according with my research. And I want to look. I have here Malchus, a model, and here I have.
Madam, sorry for interrupting.
Sure.
But these links are not working. Right?
Not work? You didn't see my desktop in the way it is?
No, you cannot see. The links are not working.
Okay, but now,
No.
now I give up to the links, and now I am in the main presentation. Do you see the main presentation?
Okay. Yeah, we can see.
Yeah, we can see the main presentation where the links are given.
Okay.
Yes. It's okay, ma'am. If it's not working, then it's okay. No issues. You go ahead.
Okay. Then conferences, bulletins, scholarship, thesis can be accessed by here. Since I have the I have your opinion that is not seen. Sorry. Now you see my desktop. Now do you see my desktop? I give up to the presentation. Okay. Anyone see my desktop now? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now I wanted only to show to the audience Unfortunately, it's stuck. Here is stuck my browser. And I wanted to see all of the students. How can I use the Google Scholar? First of all, I must have
Ma'am, your slides are not moving as
okay,
well.
okay. Now it's okay.
We're at the first slide, ma'am. The
Only
title
the-
slide.
Only the first. Okay.
Yes, yes. Now it's
Now,
working.
it's work. Now
Yes.
it's work.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Then talking about research. Okay. I will go to the here. Here, as you see, I will not insist since did not works and the people don't see the results. I will not insist, but I can share with all of you the presentation, and you can access my proposed sites for to know conferences, bulletins, scholarship, thesis, to know information about them. Scholarship, jobs, conferences, and theses, we can have it from different sites of the universities. How we know about? I access the site of one university and see what that university offered me. For doctoral scholarship, there are a lot of opportunities to have some information about doctoral scholarships. And one of the important site is phdportal.com, and not only, there are a lot. Okay, here I give some books. Use it here. How to design and defend a PhD thesis. And here I have the link to this book. How not to write a PhD thesis. It's a very interesting, a very interesting paper. And Mastering Your PhD Students, a book appeared in 2011 in Springer Publishing House. Assessment of impact of research. How do I know if my research is strong, is good, or is not? How can I find out if my research result is a valuable research? It's a valuable result. First of all, I have impact of the scientific community. Then number of citation. This supposed to means. What are these citations? After I publish it one paper, I must to see what is the impact of the scientific community. If my paper is very interesting, other researchers or professors will use my result in their works, and then they will put as a references my paper already published. And the impact on the social economic environment. Then how can I see, how can I know the impact on the social economic environment? In applied patents, legislative actions, or government actions. If my ideas are there used, then I got a social economic impact. Why are we publishing? First of all, not for promotion. Okay, we need in promotion too. But first of all, we must to do quality, not quantity. For what a lot of papers if they don't have any citation? My paper was good or not, if I don't have any citation. We're not use it in anything else than only the result. And then, unfortunately, my research was not so useful for the posterity, for the any other areas. Then the purpose of the publication is to disseminate the results obtained from a research for use by scientific or industrial community. It does not matter what the work has contributed to previous literature if no one uses it, as I said before. If a work is not used, it is as if it has not been published. Then we should pay a lot of attention of our results, okay? And to find some application, to find some open questions to create it in such a way to be used by others. When do we publish? The publication of the results is made after the completion of stage of a research project, or publication of specialized book in a prestigious publishing house. Sometimes the results of a bibliographic research on the topic of the research project are published, in which the following should be highlighted: the current stage of research, existing research direction worldwide, the expected issues in the field addressed. Okay, this is some aspects concerning the publication. Okay, after we obtain a partial results, we can publish some mathematical models, experimental results, the results of surveys, publication of an article summarizing the results of the research, publication of the thesis or publish a possibility in a publishing house. Then after we get these things, we can publish a scientific paper. Where do we publish? We can publish it in a prestigious international conference in the field of specialty. But sorry for mistake, I should say that here publication at proceeding of prestigious international conferences. And you asked me, what means prestigious? What is the differences between an international conference and an international prestigious conference? First of all, a prestigious international conference can be selected by the keynote speaker quality, the participants, the number of participants, and where is the proceeding of these conferences, where is indexed. And I will tell to all of you that there are some classification concerning the journals, concerning the publishing houses, and so on. There are few categories concerning the publication of my paper, because otherwise I will type on paper, and I go to the New York Times to publish my paper. But I don't know if the New York Times, which I think all of you knows that it's a very well-known journal, but not a journal, scientific journal. It's about an usual journal with news all around the world. And I don't know if they will agree to publish my mathematical paper. I can get publication in a local or national specialized journals. Publication is relevant, as I told before, is in relevant specialized journal. What means this? An ISI with high impact factor in world of science. What is world of science? Is the most powerful databases that collect and classify the journals. Okay, all the journals all around the world. And I can publish in specialized books in prestigious publishing houses. And I want to explain a little bit what this supposed to mean. Okay. Here I have talking about citation. Sorry, I will enter again. And I want to share all my screen, not only, I want to share all my screen, not only the presentation. Do you see my screen, okay?
Yes, we can see.
Okay, here is an example of one paper published in Metallurgia International, a journal. Okay. And here I have the number of citation. This is the number of citations and the impact factor of the journal. Here I have review papers and new model. Look how citation they get concerning new models explain it. Then what is my conclusion by this graphic? That the most searched research papers, research results are the review and the new models. Then modeling, using mathematics in modeling, it's one of the most powerful tools of the development of the future mathematics subjects. And this is the number of citation. And now, talking about this citation, get me nervous that this bar. Okay, now talking about citation. Okay, here is the Google Scholar, and as I told here I can search. Here I can search talking about Google Scholar. Okay, and I'm talking now about for the students. I'm sure that all the teachers there, all the professors there know what I have here. Here in my Google Scholar, I can search something. Mathematical model. Okay. And these are the scientific papers, yes, already published concerning the mathematical model. Here you have, as you see, here is very huge a very old data, but I can see the most new, the new ones. Review on the service robot mathematical model. A mathematical model for tonal function voice leadings and something like this. Okay. Then, dear students, here I can find any subject, any paper concerning my subject. Look, how can I get it? I can access in this way, open with, do not save. And look, this is my paper that I wanted to study. And how did I study? I read it, I take a paper, I take a pen, and I take notice. Okay, I take notice. I think, what if I change something there? What happened? And so on. Another very useful platform, scientific platform, is ResearchGate. ResearchGate.net. Okay. And here I have the interest, here I can find the full text that the authors upload here with their research. I don't know what to, maybe I search something that is not available on Springer journals because of the confidentiality or the policy of the journal, but the authors uploaded here the main research, and I can have access. For example, I search one researcher. Okay, but here is Hassan, not Hassanin, who work in fixed point. Know that it's a huge name of fixed point theory, and not only in fixed point theory, in mathematics and in modeling. Okay, here is one example, but here is a paid journal. I need an unpaid journal to see that in Springer I don't have access there, but in ResearchGate, yes. Why? Because I don't know why now I don't find it. Okay, I will go to mine to see my profile. Okay, look, I have 59 research, and here is my research. Here it's with open. If you, I will give you, for example, my last publication. If you will go in Carpathian Journal, you have unrestricted access. But in my profile, I upload content uploaded by me, yes, the full version to all the researchers to have access on my ideas. Okay, and here you can have it. You can download it. Okay. And here I this databases concerning Science Direct. Yes, here I have some links that I couldn't access it. Why? I accessed it, but you didn't see it. Why? Because I sorted only the presentation to be seen, and I needed to show to all of you here. There are, yes, Science Direct, and I go here to the Science Direct, okay, and here to find papers, articles, and journals and books. Okay, here I have showing chapter from a book, Analysis and Computation of Fixed Point, because here I searched fixed points. And I got here, after my search, some very nice titles, and I can download some papers that I couldn't find in anywhere else. Okay, and I have, look how many pages I have. Another here, another site with papers are Springer. It's one of the most important holding of journals, because have a lot of journals but are different indexed. And I told you all here is concerning the discipline. I told you all that first I have to inform myself, to consult all these things, and then to put all together and to write a paper. First of all, I have to write this paper with the pen, handwriting on the paper. Okay, I put there my ideas, I erase, I construct, I think again. I go to my PhD supervisor and ask him what to do here, and then I should type all my ideas in a specialized program that deals with mathematical formulas. And what is this? We have two very important and many others, because they are in any others, but the most useful. There are requests in almost all the scientific journals, prestigious scientific journals. And I will show you what this is supposed to mean, this prestigious, okay? And I was talking about MICTech, about LaTeX, okay? And another one is Scientific WordPress. Sorry, unfortunately, it's not paid. And this part, here is my projects. I have no problem if all of you see it. Why? Because my project is only my project. And a person without any other knowledge, without any knowledge concerning this program, you will be very, very, very scared and asking me, what is this? I will not explain, because this is the aim of another topics, and I don't know if it's tomorrow or in another day, how to use tech in order to get a scientific result. What I want to underline here is that I should learn to type here mathematical formulas, yes, and after rule it to get a scientific results like this one, okay, with all these formulas. You are a little bit scared now. And after I get a final form like this one, I will ask myself where to send it. How to know if one journal is prestigious or less prestigious, okay? And first of all, I want to decide myself. Honestly, I cannot decide myself, because me as author, I am the most the most smart person of the world. And for me, my first paper is the best one that exists in the scientific literature. What I trying to say, that you'll be so proud of you, then you'll consider that you did an excellent work, and you have to publish it in a very good journal. But unfortunately, it's not my decision. And here, my supervisors know how strong and how is the impact, can predict the impact of my paper in the research world. Then, if my research have no application, have no numerical result, have no impact in application, what means application? In industry and economic science, in mechanics, in physics, I don't know where, then I cannot think that I will get a publication in a journal indexed in World of Science and with high impact factor. Then, to not work for nothing, I will try a Scopus journal. And how can I find these Scopus journals? I can type on a Google browser. Okay. I can type here Scopus journals. Okay. Indexed journals Scopus. Here I found. And here I can type a title and to see if my and to see to search here you have a lot of journals, and here that are Scopus indexed. What is a Scopus indexed? It's a databases. Here, if I wanted to have in my computer, I can download it here. Download by here. Okay. Here I can select minimum citation, minimum documents, and something like this. But I wanted to find some journal in mathematics, to have mathematics as field. Here I get an experimental mathematics. It's a journal. Here there are some citing score, highest percentile, citation, documents, and so on. Okay, if I have only mathematics, why? Because I want here I have a lot of options concerning mathematics. Okay, but in Web of Science, here I have the site of Web of Science. Okay. And here they change a little bit the site. I should log in myself, but I can have by here, by the site. Okay, look, documents, authors, and so on. I can search, and in the same time I can search the journals, okay, to see how journals are impact factor or not. Here I have the list of the Scopus, and here I can search the journals. Okay. And talking about this prestigious, look, here I have the list, which is downloaded by a trusted source with the journals that are indexed in Web of Science and have a good impact factor. Here I have the area. The red area is the most important. Q1 is the quartile. Q1 is the most important, Q2 not so important. And Q3 and Q4 less, okay? But we have to know that concerning the request of the condition of my country, we don't know. We have to know what we need, if we need an impact factor or another score concerning the Web of Science journals. Then, if we get the publication either in the red area, then we are the best one. And let me, here I have the Web of Science category. And here I have the all type. Look, I'm computer science. Here I was in computer science domain area. And I search mathematics, okay, because this is my interest, mathematics. And here I have in mathematics all that I need. I want to look, mathematical and computation biology, okay? And here you have in this category all the Q1 or red area journals, Q2, Q3, Q4, in mathematics only, okay? And here I have all the journals. Then let me underline that here all the journals has an impact factor. Moreover, I have another list with the impact factors. Sorry if is not the last one, but I want to see. I think it's not 2022, it's 2021. No, not this. I want the values. To find the values of the impact factors. Not here. This is, then we have an Excel, a public Excel from the Web of Science site that I downloaded here in my computer with the ESSNA of the journal, the electronic ESSNA of the journal, and the impact factor. Okay. And here I have the impact factor. I have the list of all the journals. But if I apply a filter, okay, since it's in Excel, I can apply a filter. Here I can apply a filter where to type math or from mathematics, and to appear only the mathematics. Unfortunately, my computer now don't listen to me. Why? Because I have opened a lot of windows here, and I think he don't like it. And in the same time, I am connected with you all. And talking about citation, to come back to the citation, let me show here cited. In a search, okay, here I have cited by 5, cited by 3 other papers, and so on. Here I have the number of citation. Where I find the number of citation, I can find it here. Okay, in the every status of the journal, of the every status of the paper upload on a ResearchGate. Research score, citation here, I have only 1 on this paper. Recommendation, reads. But I can present in another with a lot of citation. But what is the main idea of my talk? What are the main things that I have to memorize after my talk? Then, first of all, before to start a research, I have to talk with my supervisor to advise me, okay, and to construct together a plan of my research. First step. Second step, to search and to read and to learn and to understand all the previous research papers, research results that contain my area, my notion. 3 steps. Verify my results and type it in LaTeX. 4 steps to choose one journal to send. And you, as PhD student, you cannot without the help of your supervisor. The 5 step to send it and to get the publication. And after you get the publication, to wait a little bit to see the citation of your publication. And after you get at least one, you can be proud that the scientific people knows you by your papers, by your research. And let me tell you, as for the end of my talk, that I'm not so old person. Maybe I'm not so a big researcher. I am a middle. I am maybe a slow one. But I want to tell you, all of you, one very nice feeling that I have experimented in times. One PhD student from Algeria to type me to ask me help, and I answered him, and he told me in this way: I am very thankful to you that you answer me, because I know you by all your papers previously published. I know all the steps that you use it in all your papers. I study your papers since 1 year ago. I will not tell you to all of you how proud I feel myself that my works represent an interest for another generation, for another students, for another persons. And another moment of proud is that huge names like Professor Aidi, Professor Tabet Abdel Jawad, Professor Boleano, to say me, I want to work with you. You have a good research, and Professor Atangana too, to have a good research field. You have a good research view. Please work with us. It's a huge moment of proud, and I want to tell you, all of you, that without work we cannot get feeling like this. We have to work. We have to trust in ourselves and to dedicate our time to research as much as we want to do it. Okay. And what to say? I want all your PhD students to be high level, to be cited, and represent your name further in the world. Thank you. And I did not say, I am the PhD student of Professor Petrușel from Babeș-Bolyai University, from Cluj-Napoca here in Romania. And let me say that I think he is proud of my work. All the time I wanted him to be proud. And to all students of you, I wish all to make you proud as professor, as supervisor, and you as student, as PhD student, to be proud that your work will be read, will be corrected, or will be studied by another persons. Good luck in your research, and thank you very much for inviting me today here.
Thank you very much, ma'am. And the session was no doubt very informative, and you have covered all the criteria of scientific research writing and publication. So thank you very much. It was wonderful. I would like to ask participants if there are any questions. Please put their questions in the chat box. Ma'am, if you receive any question, you just see the chat box. If you have
Sure.
received the question.
Sure, but now in my box I see only the forms, the links, and the message of the team.
So participants, please ask if you have any doubt by putting in the chat box.
And let me tell you to all of you a joke. If in the end of one speech there are not questions, that is because of two reasons. The audience understand everything and everything is clear, or the audience did not understand anything and what to ask. Then please, the audience, how important is the site score in choosing a journal for publication? Yes, it's very important. Site score of the journal. Site score of the journal is the main tool that the classification are made all in every year. As you know, we don't have the same list. Yes, the journals in a year can be higher than the previous position, the last year, or can be less than the previous his position of the last year. Then how they get this position? Concerning the citing score. Unfortunately, I say now, and I think this is a discussion with the professors. Unfortunately, you know very well that it's a trend in our world, scientific world, to cite some papers from some journals that need to be published, to be cited. Why? Because they need a good position in the classification. You, like a good person, you can do it. But you, like a right researcher, you can cite the papers that have implication in your research. This is the first thing concerning your work. By my opinion, if a journal is good, if a journal have interesting papers, it will get this score, the citing score, without any request, implication, something like this. Okay, and for that, what this supposed to mean? We must do a right thing. We must do a good research to can be cited. It does not matter the journal. And if your work is good, if your work is cited, then the journal that publish your work will be cited too, and will be in a high level. Then what is the conclusion? The citing score, it's for the journal, it's important because of you. You did to be in this way because you worked hard and your paper deserves to be published. Not because you are, I don't know, who is the editor of I don't know what journal, and they request to you, I don't know, to put there at least one paper to can, no. We put that paper if that paper is essential for my research, okay? this is some tricks that not should exist in our world. Okay, this is I told all of you why to have in our mind this aim. My research represent me. I am not a tricker. I am not a trick, and my PhD is not a trick. Okay, I am what I am doing. I do research, then I should do a good research, not. And another discussion with this plagiarism. By my opinion, it's a huge mistake to put there, to change all the notation, to change everything only to, I don't know what index similarity to have. By my opinion, will be good to be there all the notation. Why? To know exactly if anyone get the result of any other researcher. Why? Because if we change the notation, I have some examples. We change the notation, we change the word, and we can publish my paper in 2 different journals. But same subject, same thing. Only the notation and the words. Am I right? Yes, I have. By my opinion, will be very useful to remain with the classical notation. A reviver to know what is new and what is not. What is taken from another journal, for another paper, and what is your result. But it's only, unfortunately, my opinion. Our trend in our research work, unfortunately, is with this huge notation, strange notation, I don't know what notation, only the Turnitin or the I don't know what program to not detect the plagiarism bigger than I don't know 20%. Okay, then this is our work, but it's in our hands to change it. This is a new trend, but not a good trend, because we can have a lot of doctors that only change something and the results are the same, and nobody will know. How we will know? Only if a good reviver, an interested reviver, knows the papers that are previously published, almost all, yes, previously published in that direction. If the revival is a little bit tired, sometimes we are the revivers too. He read the publication, he changed some English words, seems that it's all right. He did not have time to check on Google and another resource, and unfortunately said, publish after minor language revision. And see, yes, we have this, unfortunately. But this is our world. But as I said, it is in our hands to change it. Maybe our generation, it's go on in this trend, but you, the next generation, be correct, be clear. Okay, the impact factor, but no impact factor. Okay, I have here another question. Can you tell you, ma'am, can you tell about a little bit about impact factor? I have recently published a paper in a Scopus indexed journal with no impact factor. Okay. And I ask you, who told you about that Scopus journal? All the Scopus journals, Scopus, it's a good and powerful databases, as I told, depends on the policy of the universities. As PhD students, as researchers, new researchers, unfortunately, you cannot have a huge results for an impact factor journal, but not for the databases indexed journals. Yes, the impact factor is a score. It's an APGAR that it's getting of the journal concerning that citation that I previously talking about. It's like an hierarchy, okay? Is the richest, the impact factor journal is the richest class of the research, okay? Of the research journals. They are the huge, they are there, okay? After we go to the next types, we will find the journal index site that are indexed in Web of Science, but no impact factor. Yes, this is the journals that are bigger than a Scopus journal, but still without impact factor. What means this impact factor? Represent the sum of the citation of the papers published in that journal. And what kind of citation are there? The papers are cited in another EC journal. The papers are cited in Scopus journals. The papers are cited in databases indexed journals. Okay, then an impact factor of a journal is given immediately. I will answer. Is given by year by these citations. Okay. Dear ma'am, please also tell me how to avoid or reduce the plagiaries during writing the research paper. My dears, me, as a quite old researcher, as I told all of you, I don't like this type of this type of research trend with plagiarism. Me, I can tell what I do. Me, I type a classical. Sometimes, if you see if you have the curiosity to see my publication, you will see that I publish it in symmetry, I publish it in mathematics, and I use the classical notation. How can I get it? I type it in the cover letter. My aim and my consideration that I prefer to use the classical notation to see the novelty and to be remarked the novelty of my works. And if I have there the editors that understand and they are agree with my point of view, they didn't consider that index is high or not. Welcome. Then, first of all, I type it in nice parameters, in the classical parameters. And then we should use our huge human imagination to replace the words, to say the same thing with another words, with to change the sentence, but not the sense, only the words. And then the notation, to put there, I don't know what, to change it, sorry, to change everything. Okay, this, only in this way. We replace X with another letter in Greeks or in I don't know what. And some Indian researchers, they have a very interesting method to replace the letters. They have a package, a LaTeX package. I receive it, and they change everything. They appear another letters. By my opinion, it's not so nice to see some difficult. They are very difficult to read everything, but this is the request of the generation. Okay. Some journals are in Scopus, but their published articles do not come in the Scopus database. Should we put our papers in such a journal? Are in Scopus, but if they are in Scopus, all the papers must be indexed there. But let me tell you, I think they are some strange, I don't know what, how, really, I don't know, and I cannot explain to all of you because I don't know how to can publish a paper in a Scopus journal and your paper do not appear in databases. And if I will open again, I will share again my screen and I will open again the Web of Science. You will see with your own eyes how I have one publication in Web of Science indexed journal with impact factor, a quite hard impact factor. I will say to you all because it's not a secret journal of function space of Hindawi. And unfortunately, if I search my paper in Web of Science, does not appear. The most strange thing is that issue where I was guest editor. And I published in that issue 2 papers. The second one appeared, but the other one not. Then I cannot explain you why in a Scopus database I think we need patience. Yes, we have to wait to appear. I'm sure that will appear sometimes. Unfortunately, my paper is over a year published and not yet indexed. And the other paper is indexed. This is the most strange thing, and I cannot explain it. Because when a journal is indexed in a database, all the papers published there are indexed too. In this way should be. I think there you have to wait. I still waiting. And we talk about Web of Science indexed journal, okay, and a serious one and a prestigious one. But this is, I don't know in what part of the network it's lost my paper. In the same time, your paper in Scopus. But I think they will be, at last they will be. Unfortunately, too last for one of us, but will be. I have no doubt that will be. Yes, we put, but when we send the paper to a journal, we don't know what will happen, if it will appear or will not appear. Then you can go on the process. But if you see that does not appear after a long time, 1 or 2 years, then I think involve your research further work to avoid. Better to avoid, to not have the same experience with another research papers. We have to protect our works. Okay. This is all the questions.
Thank you,
Anyone?
madam, for answering this question. We have 2 more questions. First question is, it is necessary to send a cover letter along with manuscript while submitting to any prestigious journal?
Depends on the journal, because there are journals that it's mandatory to send. Sometimes in the cover letter are requested some waivers, some discounts that can be applied for different kind of authors. Then becomes from Laos outcome countries, or they belongs to some corporation that have some waivers in the corporation that sustain the journal. And these things there must be typed in a cover letter. But there are journals that the cover letter is not mandatory. Then you can send it, and there is not that star that make mandatory that task, and we can do it without. There are types and type journals, and they have different policies, and only for that.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. We have one more question. Is preprint preview option is useful before accepting the paper?
Again,
is preprint review option is useful before accepting the paper?
The print preview depends. Almost all the spring journals, they ask this print preview. Did you see it? They construct a print preview, yes, and they proceed further with the submission process. The print preview is like to give a form, or I think it's more easy for the author, because they cannot be so preoccupied to put it the paper in the format of the journal, because the print preview will show a scratch of our paper in the parameters of in the format of the journal, in the parameters of the journal. And almost all the print preview they put there, if you pay attention. I will not talk about MedAPI format. In the MedAPI, they forced us to put in the format of the journal, and there we have the lines noted. The lines are noted in all the rows. Okay, in the end of the rows you'll see that we have noted of the rows. In the same way, this print preview for the Springer journals do in the same way with and they don't ask a specific format before. They put that rows. Why? Because they are very useful for the review process. Because in the row, I don't know, 96, you should, I don't know what to repair. Okay, this is the importance of the print preview. They not force it us like authors to put it in some specific format that where appear that numbers of the rows. Okay. They are very useful for the reviews. For the reviewers, this print preview is excellent.
so much, ma'am, for answering all the questions. Now we can see now there is no question anymore in the chat box. And I would like to thank you. Thanks all the participants. It's a wonderful audience here. You can see. Thank you all of you. Thank you, Bilal ma'am. Thank you so much for the wonderful talk. And the participants, we will meet you tomorrow at the same time, 12:15 p.m. And I request all the participants, if possible, please switch on your video cam or camera so that we can take a good picture. If possible, please switch. Please switch on your video camera. Thank you so much. Just a second. Okay, it's done. Thank you so much, and we will meet you tomorrow at 12 o'clock, 12:15. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
The pleasure was mine, and hope to have a lot of researchers ready to get published their important and their interesting publication.
Yes. Thank you. Have a good day, all of you. Thank you so much.